Hi, everyone. We're Text2Help. I'm Arezu, and I work at Deloitte Digital for the state of New Mexico in eligibility systems.
Hi, I'm Gleb. I'm a product manager of analytics at Autodesk.
Hi, I'm Ali, and I'm a software engineer at LinkedIn.
So after coming to yesterday's session and learning about the EPSICL Community Services outreach to helping out with the homelessness issue in San Francisco, we wanted to see what the experience is like. How do individuals find out the resources they need to mitigate this problem of homelessness? So today we went out to the All Saints Episcopal Church to see how do you find out where the food shelter is? What's the experience like? And so when we went, there was about 45 visitors, all of them at the minimum age of 25 years old. And we asked them, how did you hear about this place? They said through word of mouth, or this one handout I had, and I remembered this place is the place with the best gourmet food. So then we asked the managers, how do people find out? And they said the same thing. And so as a result, the current process is through word of mouth, or through this free eats chart that people find through the street nurses or by chance, or through the resource centers. But what about those individuals who do not get lucky to find these resources? How do we help discoverability for them? That's where Text2Help comes into play with a TPM approach. Based on your time, place, and manner, we help homeless individuals find the social services that they need.
All right. So there's lots of food and places to sleep here, but let's see if we can find any actual shelters and places that serve food for homeless around. So I'm going to say hi to our bot. And then let's say I'm asking for a shelter. And let's put in the address. Now what happens now is we are checking the database of the shelters and places that serve food for homeless around and that are open right now, and comparing the current location that I just texted with the locations of the services to find the closest one. So as you can see, there is one 19 minutes away that's open right now. And let's see if I want to get there. Let us see the directions. Okay, so now I can safely go and find my shelter. And the same way I can also search for food services, and we are planning to add support for medical, mental, and hygiene services.
So what we've built is a texting interface to the services that are available in the city for homeless people. And we think that this is vastly better than paper pamphlets or even the internet, because it doesn't require a connection to the internet, just texting. And how do we do this technology-wise? Well, we use Twilio. CEO's right there. Woo! And Python and Flask and Nitrous. That was a really good IDE. It helped us collaborate. It was really awesome. And then Google Maps API to figure out the directions, stuff like that. So, yep, this is our app. Thank you.
Yeah, and cannot not announce a new feature that we're working on right now. Just didn't have an extra 30 minutes. So we were working on integration with Keen to record the events of people asking for shelters and food, and recording the locations anonymously that they send, so we can build a heat map of the San Francisco and see where do homeless people sit, so that the government can do something about that. Because this data is not updated real time. Usually people go and count them, but with a service like that, we can actually have it real time and vastly available. Thank you.
So I have a question. Where do you get the data from, and how are you going to keep it up to date?
So we used, right now we use the service called LinkSF, which is a web tool which allows people to find services. However, it's a dynamic mobile web app that works only on smartphones. So we adopted this data to be accessible from lower quality devices and the devices that don't have data.
Do you have any idea roughly how many homeless people have a cell phone?
Yes, we've talked to representatives of services, and just based on our observations, yeah.
So when we went to the church today, we asked them about their smartphone usage. And it was a little awkward asking them that, like, oh, what kind of smartphone you have? We didn't ask like that. We just asked, what kind of phone do you have? And they said a basic phone. And we asked, how do you use the internet on your phone? They said no. They use mostly texting, and if they want internet, they go to the library, but it's always packed. Then we asked the operations manager at the church, how do they go about, like, have they noticed people using their smartphones a lot? They said always. All the outlets are being used for charging. So it's very common to use basic Android phones.
On my way here, I walked by 3 different homeless folks who were using a flip phone. There's a lot of those.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Well done.